Brian, Astrolips 2000, bringing another sweet video today on my Wise camera. And as you guys saw in the intro, which was shot with this, it's actually sensitive enough to pick up the Milky Way. Pretty shocking. So I use this camera for two purposes. The first, you saw in the intro, I use it to keep an eye on the telescope. And then the second, I actually use it for a cheap Skycam, just like this. Check this out. One purpose of the Skycam. The second is I actually, after a night of shooting, I'll skim through the footage the next day and see if there was any clouds that rolled through. And being that the camera is time-stamped and your subs are time-stamped, I can go through and immediately delete the ones that have any clouds in them. So it's pretty sick for that. The other thing that you can do with this is record time lapses, as you saw in the beginning. You could set the start point, the end point, and the interval that you want the time lapse to be ran at. So a little bit details on the camera itself. It's a 1080p camera. It is Wi-Fi. It is uses a 5-volt power source, and I keep this outside by my telescopes. It's probably, I'd say, 70 to 80 feet away from where I keep the router, and has no connection issues whatsoever. The base is magnetic, so when I had my Skywatcher mount, I used to just stick this to the leg, so it's pretty helpful for that. It rotates like this, pretty flexible. You can put it into any position that it needs to go in for you to, see your telescope or angle it up like this. They do advertise it as water resistant. I honestly find it more to be waterproof, because again, I use it as a Skycam, and this is where I leave it. I'll show you guys. Through the rain, through the snow, through the summer, through the heat, through all the cold in the winter, and it's been out there for well over a year and has no problems. So this little guy is pretty impressive. So that's why I want to share it with you guys. If you're on the hunt looking for a camera, I think this is a pretty good solution for you. So what I'm going to do is dive into the app and show you a little bit more what the app looks like, and then we'll take it from there. So I'm going to, when I get set up tonight, I'll bring you guys in and show you what it looks like. All right, see you in a little bit. What the Wise app is like. So it's supposed to be clear, and some unexpected fog rolled in, and so I'm just shooting flats, and while I'm doing that, I figure it's a good time to show you guys this app. So here's the live mode for the telescope, and then I have one for the Skycam here as well, and then you click more here in the corner, time lapse, and then this is where you can set up the time lapse, your start, your end, and the interval that you wish it to take pictures. 3 seconds is the minimum, and that's what all these time lapses are set to that you saw in my video here. And you can talk to the camera if you wanted to, or take a photo. And again, I don't really mess with those settings. I just use it for the telescope and the Skycam. One other thing is the night vision. You can see it's off, so now it's just in color. I come into the settings, put the night vision mode on. Now you can see it's black and white and much clearer for nighttime use. This is typically the mode that I leave it in for my Sky camera and for my telescope. It's much more sensitive. So I hope you guys found this video helpful on the Wise camera and trying to decide what camera to buy. A cheap alternative to a sweet Skycam. Alright guys.